Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamkar, Yahweh, Malach of Ka, Taba'ah, Rat Zaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawal, Hayah, Ba Shemayim, Nafandanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Ba Salakanawa, Kabawaknawa, Ka Salakanawa, Kabawakinawa, Wala'a, Tabaya Ainawa, Ban Nasayawan, Abal, Hawashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha Allah, Waha Fapara, Wa'iwalumium, Aman. And in the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debt, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. And this is the prayer for the power. Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Baba Kushar, Nafandanawa, Haka, Haka, Lara Pa'ar, Kal Makala, Wakal Madawa, Haka, Laptahar, Hamatazarayim, Haka, Lahakoyim, Hamathim, Haka, Arakawak, Hatama Allah, Lagarashan, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. And in the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. And the blessings, Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Mayaka Allah, Wa Allah Hayim, Mata Zabiya'ah, Allah Wapyahana, Ha Allah Wapyam, Ha Saranyam, Ha Kwatazayanyam, Ha Kayayayam, Wa Wapyam, Yahweh, Wa Hashem Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. And in the English, bless you Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always, so be it. And this is Psalms 121. Asha Ayanya, Al-Hahayam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Al-Nathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamaka, Hanala'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawama, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamaka, Yahweh, Tazaka, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayakayaka, Wayarak, Bulayala, Yahweh, Yashamaka, Makawarai, Yashama, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashama, Taza'afka, Wabawa Ayaka, Ma'aitha, Wa'iwalam. And in the English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. So be it. Psalm 83. Psalm 83. Alahayim, Al Damayalaka, Al Takarash, Al Tashakwat, Al Kayahana, Al Wabyaka, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Imaka, Ya'ay Yaramwa, Sawada, Wayadaya wa Aitazawa, Altazar Pawanyaka, Amawa, Lakawa, Wanyakakidam, Magaya, Wala Yazaka, Sham Yasha'ala, Awada, Kaya, Nawa Aitazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Al Yaka, Bayak, Yakobakwa, Alahaya, Adawam, Wa Yashama Alayam, Mawa Abba, Wahagayam, Gabal, Wa Imawan, Wa Imalak, Palishak, Imishabya, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawat, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kayadyan, Kayasara, Kayabyan, Banakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayandura, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayadamwa, La Dayabmawa, Ka'ira, Wakazabak, Wakatazalmanai, Kaunasaya Kambwa, Ashar, Amawa, Nayarashar, Lanawa, Af, Naawaf, Alahaya, Shayadamwa, Kagaldala, Kakwash, Lapanyavaka, Ka'ash, Tabaaya Yara, Wakalabak, Dalahat, Hayam, Khan, Dabadatma, Wasa'iraka, Wabasaba Pafka, Sabalaham, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayaba Kwashwa, Shamkar, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya Ba'awa, Ayya, Waya Kapawa, Waya Abadwa, Waya the Iwa, Kaya Ada, Shamkar, Yahawa, the Badka, Al Yuwan, Alcohol, Aratazar, Arman, and in the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, and the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have opened the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zayeb. Yea, all their princes as Zabar and as Zalmunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth for wood, and as a flame setteth a mountain on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm, and fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. So be it. And the curses, blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Comitazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street. Open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channels and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathen that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it. So it's our custom in the Sabbath service to read out the Bible, first in Hebrew, then in English. Seconds. Yeah. Deuteronomy 20 in Hebrew. Deuteronomy 20 and 1. Kaya, Zataza'ah, Lamar, Lakamar, Al, Ayabadyak, Warayaf, Sawas, Wara, Kabar, Aim, Rabah, Mamak, La'ah, Thayara'ah, Maha, Kaya, Yahawa, Alahayaka, Aimad, Hama'ai, Lada, Ma'arataza, Ma'tazarium. Verse 2. Wahaya, Kakwa, Rabakam, Al, Hamalakma, Wanagash, Hakahan, Wadabar, Al, Ha'im. Wa'amar, Alahayim, Shemai, Yasha'ala, Atham, Korabayam, Hayawam, Lamar, Lamar, Lamak, Al, Ayah, Bayakum, Al, Yarad, La Babakum, Al, Thaya Ra'awa, Wa'al, Thakar, Pazawa, Wa'al, Tha'ai, Ratazar, Mapa, Mapa Nayaham. Verse 4. Kaya Yahawa Alahayakam, Haha Lada, Aimakam, Laha Lakam, Lakam, Aim, Ayabayakam, Laha Wash, Lahawashai, Athakam. Verse 5. Wadabawa, Hasha, Tarayam, Al, Ha'aim, La'amar, Maya, Ha'ayash, Ashar, Bana, Bayaf, Kadash, Wala'a, Kanakawa, Yalak, Wayashab, Waba, Yathawa, Pana, Yamawaf, Bama Lakama, Wa'ash, so yeah, Wa'ash, Akar, Yaka, Yakar, oh, Yakar Nakawa, verse 6. Wamaya, Ha'ayash, Ashar, Nata'ai, Karam, Wala'a, Kalalawa, Yalad, Waya Shab, Labar, Yathawa, Panah, Yamawaf, Bama, Lakama, Washe, Wa'ash, no Wa'ayash, Akar, Yakar, okay, Yakar, Lala, Noah, verse 7. Wama, Ha'ayash, Ashar, Arash, Ashar, Wa, La'a, Laqwa, Laqwaka, Wayalad, Wa Yashab, Laba, Yathawa, Pana, Mawaf, Wa Malakma, Wa Ayash, Akar, Yakwa, Kana. So verse 1 it reads, when thou goest out to battle against thine enemies, and thou seest horses and chariots, and the people more than thou, be not afraid of them, for the Lord thy God is with thee, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. So basically, the Lord saying, the Lord's reminded us, man. Say when you go to battle against your enemies, you should read the Bible. We had many battles, man. This Bible is not a book about songs and dance. So guess what? In the future, we're gonna have many battles. When Christ comes back, you think Boris wants to give his kingdom up to a black man? You're mad. Christ can take that, man. You're gonna give it up. You think Joe Biden wants to give his kingdom up to a black man? Nah, they're like, damn that, we're gonna go to war, man. This Bible is all about war, man. That's how you get a kingdom. You get a kingdom by going to war, man. How do you think Great Britain's so great, man? Great Britain went great because they went around the globe spreading Christianity. It was great because they went around conquering, man. I mean, they conquered places like India, conquered Australia, conquered the whole Caribbean, conquered North America. And that's why they're so great today, man. And we're gonna do the same thing. In fact, we've done it in times past. In fact, we had laws on what to do when you go to war. And this is one of the rules when we go to war, man. Also, when you go to war, you see chariots, man. You see, chariots and horses and men with body armor on. Don't be scared. Today, that would be what? Tanks, police cars, and people with the MI uniform, man. Lord saying, don't be scared, man. He's saying, listen, I'm the same Lord that got you out of Egypt. The same Lord that parted the Red Sea. You know what I mean? When you thought all was lost, and we can't. We're dead. We got the Egyptian army on one side. We got the Red Sea on the other side. What we're gonna do, man? The Lord said, listen, I came through, man. I came through. I made you. You know what I mean? I made that happen. So likewise, you think I can't take out some police for you? You think you can go to battle and there's a lot of people and just you one, and you can't make it work? Of course, it can work, man. That's how we think, like in the UPK, man. We got to camp, man, with minimal men, and we battle the majority, man, the Christians, the Muslims, the atheists, the drug dealers, all of them against us, man. And we ain't shook, man. We ain't scared, man. We were scared, we'll be at home. We don't get paid for it, man. Our payment comes when your Hawashai comes back, man. No one ain't paying us, man. Listen, that should show you that, listen, we do this because we love God, man. We do this because we're under strict orders from God to do it, man. We go out in the street corners and battle everybody, man. Everybody, man. The LGBTQ, the women's movement, the ISUPK is against everybody. And we ain't armed. We don't have what we say offends the whole globe, man. And we do it because we ain't scared, man. Because we know God's with us, man. And after a long day of camp of dissing
the LGBT community. You're not even dissing like you're correcting them, telling them what God thinks about it. After a long day of correcting, you know what I mean, the women's movement and the Muslims and the Christians and the Rastafarians, we go home. Nothing happens to us. You know why? Because God's with us, man. And it shall be when ye are come nigh unto battle, that the priest shall approach and speak unto the people. So when we're nigh unto battle, I mean, when we're near to battle, the priest will come to us, man. Speak unto us, man. The priest will come and give us that speech, man. You know, when you go to football and you're about to have a football game, and the coach will come and say, "Listen, guys, this is the deal." You know what I mean? Hype you up, man. Give you some hype, give you some energy, man. Give you that spirit, man. The priest will do just that. Let me tell you something. This is a masculine book, man. This is an aggressive book right here, man. People think the Bible's a book of song and dancing and gay stuff, man. It's not, man. This Bible's real, man. Before we went to battle, the priest will come on to us, man. All the men ready to fight, the priest will come and hype us up. Let us know that God's on our side, man. Remind us that God parted the Red Sea for us, man. That we can't lose this, man. Any fear that we had in us, the priest will stamp that out, man. Any regret and doubt, the priest will come, and once he's finished with you, listen, there'll be none left inside you, man. And shall say unto them, this is what the priest will say unto the brothers going to battle, man. Hear, O Israel, ye approach this day unto battle against your enemies. Let not your hearts faint, fear not, and do not tremble, neither be terrified because of them. See? The priest will come like, listen, don't be scared, man. Don't be shook. I know they got tanks and they look well advanced and all good and yeah. Listen, man. Don't be shook because of these men. Don't be scared because of these men. Give us that prep talk. Put it on to make us feel nice and, any fear that we had, stamp it out of us, man. But nowadays, what happens? Black men go to church, and that church gets that spirit right out of you, man. You're a black man, and you think, something ain't right, man. Something ain't right, man. Why am I at the bottom of the why am I at the bottom of the barrel? Why no one don't like black people? Why are black people always the first fired and last hired? And that energy you got is good, man. That energy is supposed to make love your own people and say, yeah, nah, something ain't right, man. But then you go to church on Sunday, and by the time the pastor done with you, that spirit's gone, man. Just forget about it, man. You know what I mean? Things happen. You know what I mean? God does everybody, man. And sometimes you got some bad, there's a few bad white people that make your life like this. The pastor don't tell you that, listen, this is a whole system designed just to mess up black people, man. There's a few bad white individuals, but God sees all, man. God will fix that. And by Monday, that spirit's gone, man. So lucky it's gone. You're back to being a good slave. Next time a white man treats you bad and locks you up or kicks off your door or beats up your 15-year-old son in Newtown, you say, well, yeah, man. Bad things happen sometimes, man. It's gone. You get me? But in Israel, we did the opposite, man. In the UPK, we do the opposite, man. We have classes and shows just to get black people angry on purpose, man. So black people lace their boots on coming to UPK, man, change their life. You're supposed to see the madness happening to black people and go like, this ain't right, man. I'm gonna do something about this, man. Black women are raising babies by themselves. You know what? I'm gonna get a black woman. I'm gonna make sure she don't raise a baby by herself. But black kids are going hungry. You know what? I'm gonna get a food program and make sure black kids don't go hungry. That's how you're supposed to feel. But we go to the church, man. By the time they're done with us, listen, well, bad things happen. Can't save the world. Yeah, it's a shame. And then we leave them kids to starve, man. We leave them black women to continue to raise kids by themselves. We leave them kids out there in the streets to keep killing each other. Why? Because no one's perfect and they stamp it out of us, man. But a man of God ain't supposed to. A man of God's supposed to put it in your face and show you, man. This is the reality. It's supposed to get you angry, man. Read about Christ in the New Testament. Christ on purpose got his disciples angry, man. Peter was paying his taxes, and Christ said, listen, Peter, do you think it's right that we pay taxes? Peter was like, yeah, sure. Christ said, nah. Who pays taxes? The slaves or the man that's free? And said it on purpose so people could think about it and go, right, you know what, you're right, And then Christ said, anyway, nevertheless, pay taxes. But Christ let Peter think for a second, man. That's what the priest did to us in the Old Testament, man. Say words to us that let us know that, listen, this is serious, man. Stomp that cowardness out of us, man. But Christianity makes you a coward. And he shall say unto them, Hear, O Israel, ye approach this day unto battle against your enemies. Let not your heart faint, fear not, and do not tremble, neither be terrified because of them. That's what the priest done, man. The priest will come and give the warriors a prep talk, man. Say, Akim, don't be scared, man. God's on our side, man. We're gonna do this. We're gonna kill these, man. We're gonna win this battle. Get our men nice and hyped up, man. That's how you know your priest in the church ain't a priest of the Bible, man. Had this been a priest of the Bible of the church, listen, these men would be scared, man. You're saying, don't fight. God got this. You know what? Let's just be slave. You know what? Let's just give up. Let's just give up. God don't want people fighting. God don't want his sons fighting. Let's just give up, man, because God don't want this. And if they kill us, then that's on them. That's on them. They're gonna give account one day on judgment day. That's them. That's your pastor, man. This priest right here was like, listen, we're going to battle right now. Listen, don't be scared. What does that mean? Don't be scared. So don't be scared means don't fight. Don't be scared means you're gonna still fight. But as you're fighting, don't be scared. This pastor is telling these men to go out there and fight, man. This pastor is telling a nation of people, a race of people, to go fight another race of people. That's what he's telling them. He's saying, listen, don't be slaves to another race of people. Don't let another race of people take over your land. Go and fight, man. And as you fight, don't be scared. That's what this priest is saying. That's what a priest of God says, man. That's what the men of the UPK say, man. We say, listen, black man, go out there and raise your kids, man. Let's build our own nation, man. Let's stop being slaves to the oppressor and the Chinese and the Arabs. Stop buying from their shops. Let's buy from our own shops, man. That's what we teach, man. Obviously, we got to go to these oppressors now. But in the meantime, build up your own, man. A pastor don't say that. He says the opposite, man. Oh, don't bother about getting black businesses now. Don't bother about fixing black people. Now, listen, we'll fix black people when we get to heaven, man. All these things on earth are small little, they're just worldly stuff. You have to say, I like to our point. They say, yeah, all this is worldly stuff, man. It don't mean anything. See, Crawford, you're talking about building up black people. Listen, in the kingdom, God's going to build up everybody, man. That's your pastor right here. But the real priests in the Bible, they weren't saying that, man. For the Lord, your God, is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies, to save you. That's what the priest was saying, man. Don't be scared, man. We got God on our side, man. God's going to fight for us, man. Get the man them nice and hype, man. Had that been the Christian church, it would have been a song and a dance and a tambourine, man. And the officers shall speak unto the people. See there? In the UPK, we got officers, man. You're looking at officer 5,000, man. Our whole life is designed after this Bible. Anything you see us do, you better believe it's in the Bible. Every last thing. Down to things that you might think is small. It's in the Bible. Nothing that we do is made up, man. Nothing that we do is a man's idea, man. Everything we do in the UPK is in the Bible, man. Or why do you have officers? Oh, you look are strict and you're military. God's about love. God ain't about officers and troopers and captains. Those are army ranks. God ain't got no army ranks. I'm reading it right here, man. Moses had officers, man. The officers had jobs to do. And we're going to read one of the jobs the officers were supposed to do, man, in this time. And the officer shall speak unto the people, saying, what man is there that built a new house, and have not dedicated it? Let him go and return to his house, lest he die in battle, and another man dedicate it. So the officers will be like, listen, what man is that? So while we're about to fight, the officers will go through the ranks and go, listen, any man got a house out there that they ain't enjoyed the house yet, man, go home. Because you could die in battle and you built the house in vain, man. Another man's going to go live in your house. Go enjoy that house, man. Go back, man. This were the rules for warfare back then. If a man just married a wife, he could go back to his wife for a year, then come back to battle, man. Because if he died out there in war, there might not be a child for him. He could die in battle and have no children and nobody to carry on his legacy, man. So the priest said, go home, go have children, then come back, man. So luck, yeah. And what man is there that have planted a vineyard and have not eaten of it? So what man got a vineyard? A vineyard's it's like a patch of land for growing grapes only. Like, if you went to a allotment and you planted grapes only, that's called a vineyard. Back then, brothers would have vineyards for making wine, vinegar. What else they made out of wine? There's quite a few stuff made out of grapes. And those things were expensive. Even to this day, the right wine is expensive. And you can have a business, man. You can have a business. You got a vineyard. Damn, listen, this is like it's like back in slavery days. You got a plantation. You're a rich man. You got land, and you can plant cane. You can put slaves on there, and you know have a have wealth. And back in biblical days, you're in a vineyard. You could make some money, man. You can make some money, being a farmer, having sheep, whatever. But you can make money just having a vineyard alone. We love to drink, and the more old the wine is, the more expensive it is, man. You got a good vineyard, you can make money. So this, while we're going to war, the priest say, "Listen, you got a vineyard, man, that they ain't drunk of it yet. They ain't made no money from it yet. They ain't, made no benefit from the vineyard yet, man. You could die out there in war. Go home and enjoy that vineyard, man." God, let him also go and return unto his house, lest he die in battle, and another man eat it. That's the seventh verse now. And what man is there that have betrothed a wife? Betrothed means engaged, man. What man, has got himself a wife? He has sex with her yet, ain't had the marriage, ain't moved in with her, or whatever the case may be, got children, just betrothed. When he saw a girl he likes her, is going to marry her, ain't done it yet. You know what I mean? Got a wedding date set. You know what I mean? They gotta do it, but they got arrangements, but they ain't done it yet, man. That's a man that got a betrothed wife. And have not taken her, he ain't had sex with her yet, he ain't married her yet. Let him go and return to his house, lest he die in battle, and another man take her. So the priest will say, "Listen, man, this is how merciful the word, man." Brothers was like, "Listen, go home. This is brotherhood right here, man. Go home. Go enjoy your wife, man, because listen, you could die out here, man. You could die out here." I mean, the brothers were so brotherly. They're like, "Listen, go home. Go kiss with your woman. Go enjoy your house. Then come back a year after, man." That was the 7th verse. I'm about to read another 7, and also break that down as well in English. Salakia. This is what verse 8. Wayasa Pawa, Hashatar Rayam, Ladaba Al Ha'im, Wa Amawa, Maya, Ha'ayash, Ha Yara'a, Wara'ab, Wara'ad, Salakia, Ha Lababa, Ya Yalak, Wayashab, Laba Yatawa, Wala'a, Yamawas, Atha, La Baba, Haka Yawa, Kala Babawa, Wahayaha, Kaka Lata, Hashata Rayam, Ladaba Atha, Ha'im, Wapa Kwadawa, Sharaya, Taza Ba'awaf, Wara Ash, Ha'im, Kaya, Thakwa Rabah, Thakwa Rab, Al, Aya, Lahala Lakam, Ayla, Ay, Laya, Wakwa Ra'af, Alaya, Lasha Layam, Wahayaha, Shalom, Tha'ai Nada, Wapafka, Lada, Wahayaha, Kal, Ha'im, Hana Mataza, Ba'a, Yahai Yawa, Lada, Lamas, Wa'ai Daba Yawak, Wa'am, La'a, Thasha Layam, Aimad, Wa'ai Shata, Imad, Malakma, Watazaraf, Ila, Wana, Sana, Yahweh, Alahayaka, Baya, Daka, Waha, Kayaf, Af, Kal, Zakar, Waraf, Lapaya, Karab, Bakwa, Hanasham, Waha, Tab. One moment. Bakwa, Hana, Shayam, Waha, Tapa, Waha, Na, Hama, Wakal, Asha, Yahweh, Wa'ai, Riyah, Kal, Shalala, Sabah, Dabaza, Lada, Slakia, Wa'a, Kalaf, Af, Shalal, Ayaba, Yada, Asha, Yadan, Yahweh, Alahayaka, Lakar. You try 28.
28.
No, 28.
Deuteronomy chapter 20 and verse 8. And the officers shall speak further unto the people.
There you go, man. The officers will speak further. So the officers will say, number one, officers in the Lord's army, man. Do you know what I mean? So don't. That's why in the UPK we're officers, troopers, anything that you see in UPK is in the Bible. And the officers will tell the people, if you're married, go home. If you got a vineyard, go home. And they'll further tell the people, meaning they'll say more stuff. You know?
And they shall say, what man is there that is fearful and faint-hearted?
And they'll say, listen, what man out there is fearful and faint-hearted, man? Imagine we're going to war. We're going to war, man. You know, we need some strong brothers on our side, man. We need some brothers that are ready to kill, man.
Right.
And they say, listen, who is scared, man? Anyone shook? Anyone want to go home? Anyone not want to be here?
Right.
Anyone faint-hearted or, having second thoughts, having doubts? Listen, tell me right now, man. We done?
Let him go and return unto his house.
Listen, let that man go home, man.
Right.
Let that man go home. Listen, imagine this. We're in war right now, man. We need some brothers going to fight and die for this nation. The last thing we need is a fearful brother.
That's right.
We don't need no man spreading his fear onto our brothers, man.
Right.
Imagine we're in war. That's about to wipe out some more bites, man. And you got a man. I don't think we should do this, I don't think. I think we should just run, And the next man can do it right. He tell the next man. And before you know it, you got fear throughout the whole camp, man.
Right.
Look, listen, any man like that, tell him to go home, man.
That's right.
That's brotherhood right there. We don't hate the brother. He just ain't built for this, man.
Right.
It's just not for him. Go home, chill, man. You go home and we'll do this. We're so brotherly, we'll do it for you, man.
That's right.
Something you can't do, and we'll do it for you. We'll do something that you're scared to do. That's how brotherly we are.
Right.
In the UPK, we do this for the brothers that can't do it.
That's right.
The brothers out there that know the oppressor is the devil. They know that everything's messed up, man. They know that the drugs in our neighborhoods, man. But they ain't got the balls to stand up and to fight, man. So this is what we do it for you, man.
That's right.
That's what we love you. And one day there's gonna be a drug-free community that you can live in, man.
Right.
You who's scared to come out there on the street corners, you can live in it, man. And guess what? We'll do it for you, man.
Right.
Keep it in.
Lest his brethren's heart faint as well.
I guess logo, get him out of there. Unless his brother's heart faints as well, man. Now your brother should do, you're right, There's only 5 of us with them. That makes sense, Why would we do that? That's true, run. Before everyone shook. Look, he gotta go, man.
Right.
Spreading that fear disease around now, man. Get that out of here, man. Keep it in.
As well as his heart.
Your brother's heart will faint like his heart. His heart's weak, his mind's weak, he got no courage. And you're gonna make everybody else have no courage also, man. You done?
And it shall be when the officers have made an end of speaking unto the people, that they shall make captains of the armies.
There you go. He goes, when the officers, when they're done, they'll make captains of the armies. Look at that, man. And those armies have officers and captains. Guess who else is officers and captains of UPK?
Right.
You know, people lying on the school. Show me ranking the Bible. It's right here.
That's right.
In fact, and plus, quite hard. Listen, let me tell you something here. Don't ever tell me, show me that in the Bible. Don't piss me off. No, don't. Everything we do is in the Bible. How dare someone say, where's that in the Bible?
That's right. Yeah.
Like, you know the Bible?
Right.
Like, you're implying that you've read the Bible. You're implying you've read the Bible. And now you're telling me, show me that in the Bible. I've read it. I know it in there. Are you for real?
Right.
You ain't read this Bible. No, you ain't read it like us, man.
That's right.
Show me in the Bible. Like I'm the authority. And you got to show me. I got to show you nothing, man.
That's right.
If you see me do something, listen, it must be the Bible. That's all it is. I'm being dead serious. If you see me do something, you go, well, must be love because you do it.
Right.
Show me in the Bible. So it's right here.
Right.
I wasn't going to show you in the Bible, but since you're reading it's in the Bible, everything we do is in the Bible, man. God's a God of love, you know, hearing about art. You like got army ranks. You know what I mean? You got army ranks. You don't ain't have God. So you obviously don't know your Bible, man.
Right.
Why have you been doing in the Christian church for 10 years, man? You ain't even read this book.
That's right.
Keep reading.
Captains of the armies to lead the people, when thou comest nigh unto a city to fight against it.
And when you come near to any city to fight against it, you know what I mean? You're marching, you're coming towards the city and fight against this city, whatever the case may be. Keep reading.
Then proclaim peace unto it, and it shall be, if it make thee answer of peace, and open unto thee, then it shall be.
Read that again.
And it shall be, if it make thee answer of peace.
So there you go. So you go to a city, and you know, but the Bible what you declare peace in the city first. There you go, man. Listen, we're not monsters, man. People say that you are animals. If we're animals, then the man that you love so much is an animal, man. God said when you go to a city to fight against it, first of all, you declare peace, man. That's what you do. You say,
right.
You know what I mean? We don't mean no harm passing through. We declare peace. The man that you love so much, he didn't declare peace, man.
Right.
He went to Australia and killed the Aborigines, man.
That's right.
He didn't declare no peace. He wiped them out, and then in their own land today in 2022, so like almost 2021, they are second-class citizens in their own land, man.
That's right.
And white people live there and called them illegal aliens, man. He went to America and declared peace on the Native American Indians, man. And when they turned their back, he slaughtered them. And now the Native American Indians in 2022 are on reservations, man.
Right.
Alcoholics, man. He went to Jamaica and the Caribbean islands and met the Arawak Indians, man. Christopher Columbus, did he declare peace? No. He went and slaughtered them all and then called them Caribbeans, which means dogs, man. And they got Columbus Day for Christopher Columbus. They got a day called Columbus Day dedicated to a murderer of black people, man. A murderer of the Native American Indians. A murderer of the people in Australia, man. Who ain't Israelites, mind you. But he murdered them nonetheless.
Right.
Our God don't operate like that, man.
That's right.
You said that you are animals and you're a cult. Listen, all the great men that you build statues to and bow down to have a day for, they are the real murderers, man.
That's right.
In the Bible, God told us that we go against the city, we declare peace first, man.
Right.
We say, listen, we come to cause no harm. What is it? Is it war or not? If there ain't war, that's cool. We can keep moving. If it's war, then we can do this.
Right.
That's how we roll, man. We ain't no cult, man. Christopher Columbus was a murderer, man.
That's right.
You're sick, racist, disgusted. Listen, man. Christopher Columbus was a racist.
Right.
And you have Columbus Day. Christopher Columbus murdered the Arawak Indians. Why? Because they were Arawak.
That's right.
That's racist, man. You know what I mean? George Washington killed and murdered my Native American Indians, man. And you put him on your money. You put his face on your money. He's a murderer of black people, man. Had black slaves, man. And you put him on your money, man. You got him his face on Mount Rushmore, man. You have days dedicated to these men. President's Day, dedicated. Andrew Jackson. You know about Andrew Jackson, yeah? And the Trail of Tears. Some people call it Trail of Tears, man. Long before there was such thing called cars, man. Long before there was such things where you could transport one man from one side of America to the other, you had to walk. And this man led a trail of black people, man, from one state of America to another. If I ever show you on Google Maps how far it is, the longest, man. And black woman would give birth on that journey, and this man was cut the umbilical cord in time to keep moving, man. Wouldn't give him time. What a woman now that's what almost a year maternity, not in slavery.
Right.
She you to keep moving ASAP right
That's
now,
right.
quick. And guess what? A president of America did that, man.
Right.
And their president faithful him. The law, at least the law didn't roll like that, man.
Right.
We was peaceful, man. So like, keep reading.
And it shall be, if it make thee answer of peace, and open unto thee, then it shall be that all the people that is found therein shall be tributaries unto thee.
There you go, man. So we go to war against a country. We go to war against a country, and the people are listen. We don't want it, man. We don't want no smoke. We're cool, man. You know what I mean? We won't kill you, but now you should pay us taxes, man.
Right.
That would mean tributaries. Means someone that pays tribute, someone that pays taxes. Man. Like England got loads of what's England got? What's it called again? It's called colonies. And all them colonies pay tribute to England, man. England conquered many places. India used to pay tax. They're independent now, but they used to pay taxes to England, man. Jamaica, independent now, used to pay taxes to England, man. Barbados, all the taxes went to England. America, all the taxes went to England. Only now they've been independent and they move on their own. All these countries have to pay tribute to England, man. Why? Because England went and conquered them. And the Lord goes, listen, these people don't want no smoke, that's fine. They don't want no beef, that's fine. But they got to pay some tribute, man. Keep it in.
And they shall serve thee, and if it will make no peace with thee.
Listen, don't want to make peace. Like, damn that. Listen, man, I'm not making peace with you, man. Let's go to war, man. Let's go to war. I'm not being no tribute, man. I ain't being no slave to you guys, man. Oh, damn that. I ain't doing that, man. This is what happened, man. And this is what happened to America. America said, listen, we ain't paying tribute. America was paying tribute to England. Why? Because England, quote unquote, founded America, man. And it was going on like that for years. And then one day, the Americans said, damn that, I ain't paying no tribute to England no more, man. And they had something called the Civil War, man. Where the English troops was fighting against the Americans.
Right.
This is what happened if you say this. If you say that, I'm not gonna be under you no more. Keep it in.
But will make war against thee.
So let's make war. And that's what you had in America. You had the Civil War, man. Keep it in.
Then thou shalt besiege it.
God said besiege it, man. Take that land over, man.
Right.
Land like damn that. Listen, we ain't going out without a fight. We ain't being the slaves to you Israelites, man. That's fine, man. We'll go to war, man.
That's right.
What verse?
Verse 13.
Yeah, keep going.
And when the Lord thy God have delivered it unto thine hands.
And when the Lord delivered it unto us, so that means we're gonna win anyway. Once you've taken them over, kill them, you know what I mean? They wanted to rebel, and you know, we need revolts and so forth, man. We just take them over, keep it in.
Thou shalt smite every male thereof.
The Lord will smite every single male thereof, man. Keep it in.
With the edge of the sword.
With the edge, kill them, keep it in.
But the woman and the little ones and the cattle and all that is in the city, even the spoil thereof, shalt thou take unto thyself.
The Lord goes, you kill all the men, but the women, the cattle, you take for yourself, man. You got some sick people saying, you see, the Bible's saying that you can sex with heathens. It's not saying that, man. It's saying get rid of the men and keep the women. The Bible goes, keep the cattle also, man. How are we gonna have sex with cattle? It's not, man. Only you take away the men because the men's a threat.
Right. Right.
Keep the women and the little ones. Say keep the little ones. I'm gonna have sex with the little ones too. You know, read it again, Sluck, yeah.
But the women and the little ones.
Women and the little ones, man. Little ones ain't as females. You know what I mean? Do you know little ones come in two genders, male and female? You're not gonna have sex with little boys, man.
Right.
Why? Because they're not a threat, man. They're not a threat. They can be what? Good servants. A woman's a good servant, man. They ain't gonna rebel. They ain't gonna try to, you know, get another rebellion going or something. That's what it means, man. Man say, so the Bible will get rid of the men because we don't want the men, but the women we want them. So, man, it's not all about sex, man. The Lord's trying to build a nation here.
Right.
Trying to build a strong nation, stronger than every other nation, man. Where did sex come into this, man? So, okay, man.
Right.
It's cool, man. Keep it in.
And the cattle and all that is in the city, even all the spoil thereof.
And the cattle, man, you take the cattle, the sheep. This cattle back then is money today, man. That's money, valuable, man. You know you can do with cattle.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, listen, you got some cattle, man. You can make leather. That skin can make leather. Start a leather business, man. Or you can start a beef business. You breed cattle, you can sell meat, man. Or you can start get in the milk business, man. The cheese business. What else or even you got sheep. You can be in the wool business, man.
Right.
Every Passover, whatever needs a lamb, you can be in that. You can be in that business, man.
That's
You
right.
can be supplying that lamb. All these valuables we take, man. Women are valuable, man. can cook, clean, be house servants, housemaids, children as well, nice and young. You can, program them easier. A man now's gonna be pissed. He's gonna remember the days when this was his land. The kids like, yeah, listen, you're under me now. Teach them Hebrew. I mean, don't be willing tributaries, man. Keep it in.
Even all the spoil thereof shalt thou take unto thyself, and thou shalt eat the spoil of thine enemies.
Read that again.
And thou shalt eat the spoil of thine enemies.
And the Lord goes, you're gonna eat the spoil of your enemies. This is your enemy's food, but you're gonna eat it, though, man. Your enemies built these houses and built these roads, but you're gonna benefit from it, man.
Right.
Keep it in.
Which the Lord thy God have given thee. Thus shalt thou do unto all the cities which are very far off from
This is
thee.
what the Lord commanded us to do, this to all them cities, man. That's what it's about. Listen, it's called it's called a race for a reason, man. It's called a race for a reason. Listen, ethnicity is called a race. Why is it called a race? Because there can only be one winner, man. No race wants to be equal with another race, man.
That's right.
Like when you're running in a literal race, you don't want to draw, you want to win.
Right.
And my goal is to make sure that my race comes out on top, man.
That's right.
George Bush is to make sure that his country is the best country, man. His race wins, man.
Right.
What they say? God bless America. They don't say God bless China. See, they tell you that bullshit. So like to my French, they tell you I'm Christian over everybody. After every speech, say God bless America, man. When there's a problem with America, it goes at their source of problem, man. When America had COVID problems, George Bush and Joe Biden and all the presidents there said, you know what, we're gonna get some more COVID tests for Americans, man. We gotta get the cure for Americans, man. Boris Johnson goes, we need the cure for British people, man. We need AstraZeneca, we need Pfizer, we need more tests, we need more insulators, man. It's a race, man, to be the best. You want your nation to be the best, man. And likewise, same in the Bible, man. God wants his nation to be the best, man. Take over all the other nations, man. And be on top, man. With that, that's the class. We'll be here again next week. I'm Madiam. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Lakubka, Tabiyah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Washamayim, the Funinawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kabawapinawa, Kabawapinawa, Wala, Tabiyah Ainawa, One Sayawan, Abo, Awashinawa, Mayan, right, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha Papara, Iwalumium, Arman. And in the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debt, as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
God of power.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Babakashah, Taninawa, Haka, Rafa'ah, Kal Makala, Haka, Lataha, Hamatazarayim, Haka, Lahakwiyim, Hamakwiyim, Haka, Arakawa, Hatama'ala, Lagarishan, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, the water, man, in the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahawashi, please give us the power, the power to heal, all manner of sickness, and all manner of disease,
The power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it. So be it.
As you keep the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah.
Barakatah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Wa Yahushua.
Wa Yahushua.
Wa Miyakahala.
Wa Mayaka'ala.
Wa Alahaya.
Wa Alahayim.
Tazabiyah.
Mata Zabi'a.
Alwapiana.
Ala Wapihana.
Alwapia.
Ha Ala Wapia.
Asuranyam.
Ha Saranyam.
Akutazanyam.
Ha Watazayayim.
Akayayam.
Ha Kayayim.
Wa Akahafiyam.
Wa Akwafim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Wada.
The water.
Amen.
Almighty in the English, bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And Yahushua.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angel.
And the angel.
Commanding General Yahweh.
And the General Yahweh.
The general.
General.
Captain.
Captain.
The officers.
Officers.
The troopers.
Troopers.
And the sisters.
And sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
Be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asa'a ayanya.
Asha Ayanya.
Ahayaya.
Ahahayim.
Mayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yabah.
Yaba'a.
Isaiah.
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 Mami Hawa.
Ma'ayin. Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemaiah.
Shemayim.
Waratiza.
Wa'aratiza.
All your thought.
Agatan.
Number what?
Lama Wat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
All Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Marka.
Shemaka.
Ana Allah.
Hanala'a.
Yanawam.
Ya'anawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yashan.
Yayashan.
Sharama.
Shawama.
Shawada.
Yasha'ala.
Hawa.
Yahweh.
Shamaka.
Shamaka.
Hawa.
Yahweh.
Zaka.
Tazaka.
Ayat.
Ayan.
Yanka.
Yamyanka.
Hawa.
Yawamam.
Ashamash.
Hashamash.
La Yaka.
La'ayakayaka.
Wayaka.
Wayarak.
Balayaka.
Balaya.
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 Hawa.
Yahweh.
Shamaka.
Yashamaka.
Kala right.
Makarai.
Shema.
Yashama.
After Pashka.
Afna Pashka.
Hawa.
Yahweh.
Shema Zaka.
Yashama Tazaka.
Wabaka Waka.
Baba Afka.
Maitha.
Mayata.
Wayad. Alayam. Why?
Oh, well, I will love you. Amen. And in the English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up my eyes up to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help comes from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
Who will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
or the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Thou shalt preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Thou shalt preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in
From this time
from
forth
this time forth
and even
and
forevermore.
even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 83. Alayam.
Alahayim.
Adamalaya.
Alda Miyalaka.
Alta Karash.
Alda Karash.
Wafish Karash.
Alta Shakwat.
Ah.
Al.
Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Aha. Awabak Yaka.
Awabyaka.
Yama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Rash.
Ra'ash.
Al Amaka.
Al Imaka.
Ya Yamwa. Sawada. Ya Yara Amwa.
Ya'iva Yamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayatha. Yatizawa. Wayatha. Yatizawa.
Yawada. Yawa'ai Tazawa.
Al Tazapawanyaka.
Al Tazapawanyaka.
Amawa.
Amawa.
Nakawa.
Nakawa.
Wanakakidem.
Wanyakakida.
Gawa.
Ugaya.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazaka.
Yazaka.
Shamya Shala.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Awada.
Awada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Night is a war.
Nawa'ai Tazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yokan.
Wayaka.
Al Yaka.
Al Yaka.
Bayara.
Bayara.
Yakara.
Yakawa.
Ahala. Ahalia.
Oh, Alahaya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wa Yashamai.
Wa Yashamai.
Ahal Yam.
Alayam.
Wababa.
Mawa'aba.
Wagariam.
Wahagayam.
Bal.
Gabal.
Wamayan.
Wa'aimawan.
Waimalak.
Wa'aimalak.
Palasha.
Palisha.
I'm Yashabia.
Aimishabya.
War.
Tazawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Delawar.
Lalawa.
Imam.
Aimam.
Ayawa.
Hayawa.
Sarawai.
Zawawai.
Lamba Yawa.
Labanya Lawat.
Salam. Salah,
Salah,
Aisha, Lawam,
Aishalahum,
Kamadian,
Kamadian,
Kasai, Sarah,
Kasaya,
Kayabian,
Kayabian,
Banakal,
Banakal,
Kayashwan,
Koyashwan,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Bayan, Dara,
Bayan Durai,
Hayawa,
Hayawat,
Daman,
Daman,
the Damar,
the Adama,
Shayawam Thawa,
Shayatamwa,
the Da Yabanwa,
Nada Yabmara,
Arab,
Karab,
Wakanzaba,
Wakazaba,
Wakanzaba,
Wakazaba,
Wakazatamanai,
Wakatazamadai,
Kau Nasanya Kawa,
Kaunasaya Kamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amawa,
Amawa,
Nayashara,
Nayashara,
Lanamwa,
Lanawa,
Nawa,
Naawa,
Alahayam,
Alahayam,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Kagal, Agala,
Kagalgala,
Akwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya,
Lapanya,
Waka,
Waka,
Kaash,
Kaash,
Rabayara,
Labayara,
Waka Alaba,
Wa Kalaba,
Sahalawat,
Halawat,
Hayam,
Hayam,
Khan,
Khan,
Fayadakma,
Daradakma,
Basayarakwa,
Basa Iraka,
Wapaka,
Wapaka,
Taba'aliam,
Taba'aliam,
Mala Pa'anyam,
Mala, Pa'anyam,
Kwalawan,
Kwalawan,
Wayaba Kwashwa,
Wayaba Kwashwa,
Shamkar,
Shamkar,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Bashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayaba Hawa,
Wayaba Awa,
Ajai,
Aidi,
Waya Kapawa,
Waya Kapawa,
Waya Abadwa,
Waya Abadwa,
Waya the Aika Aka,
Waya second,
Waya the Iwa,
Waya the Iowa,
Kaya Aka,
Kaya Ata,
Shamkar,
Shamkar,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Abadka,
Yabadka,
Alawan,
Ayawan,
Alkaha, Aratza.
Alcohol, Aratazar. Oh man, Salakia, Psalm 83 in English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
Be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
Lo,
thine enemies
thine enemies
make a tumult,
make it tumult.
and they that hate thee
They that hate thee
have lifted up the
have
head.
lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty
They
counsel
have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people,
and have consulted against thy hidden
and
ones.
have consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them up
let us cut them off
from being a nation,
being a nation.
that the name of
The
Israel
name of Israel
may be no more in
may be
remembrance.
no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together
When they have consulted together,
with one consent.
one consent,
They are confederate against
they are
thee,
confederate against thee.
the tabernacles of
The
Edom,
tabernacles of Edom,
and the
and
Ishmaelites,
the Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Gabor and Ammon,
Baal and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
with the
the
Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher also will join with them.
Asher also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Selah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the
as
Midianites,
unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
to Sarah,
as to Jabin,
to Jabin,
and the brook of
and
Kison,
the brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
Persia Endor.
They became as dung for the
They
earth,
became a zone for the earth.
made their nobles
Made the nobles
like Oreb,
like Oreb,
and like Zayeb,
and like Zayeb.
yea,
They,
all their princes as
all
Zabal,
their princes as above.
and as Zalmunah,
As Zalmunah,
who said,
he said,
Let us take to
let us
ourselves
take to ourselves
the houses of God in
the
possession.
houses of God in possession.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
make them like a wheel,
make them like the wheel,
as a stubble before the wind,
as a stone before the wind,
as a fire burning for wood,
as a fire burning for wood,
as a flame sets the mountains on fire.
as a flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them with thy tempest,
and make them afraid with thy storm.
and make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name, Yahweh.
that they may seek thy name, Yahweh.
Let them be confounded
Let them be confounded
and troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame and perish,
let them be put to shame and perish,
that men may
that
know
men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the Most High
art the Most High,
over all the earth.
all the earth.
So be it.
So be it. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth,
and all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
in the name of Yahweh
listen
Shai,
to us now,
listen to us
right
now.
now.
right now,
send evils and curses,
send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction
and punishment and
to
destruction
the heathen,
to the heathen,
speak against us,
who speak against us,
thy prophets,
thy prophets,
teachers,
the teachers,
princes,
the princes,
priests,
the
and
priests,
the Israelite brothers,
the Israelite
and
brothers,
the school,
and the school,
send evils and curses,
send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction
and punishment and
to the
destruction
heathen,
to the heathen,
and shake loose their treasure,
and shake loose thy treasure
and the rich of Israel
of the rich of
that
Israel
refuse to give to the school,
that refuse to give to the school,
force their riches
force their
to
riches
enter into thy sanctuary,
to enter into thy sanctuary,
send evils and curses,
send evils and curses,
and punishments and destruction
and punishment and
to
destruction
the Edomites
to the Edomites
and the nation
and the nation
and their drug dealers,
and their drug
the
dealers,
court system,
the court system,
the prison system,
the prison system,
Planned Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood,
all the governments of our enemies,
all the governments of our enemies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Amalek synagogues and
the
armies,
Roman Catholic Church,
the Roman Catholic
the
Church,
Pope,
the Pope,
Islam,
Islam,
Christianity,
Christianity,
Egyptology,
Egyptology,
militia,
militia,
Ku Klux Klan,
Ku Klux Klan,
Aryan Nation,
Aryan Nation,
skinheads,
skinhead,
Toxico-Matazi,
Pasikomatasi,
gay movement,
the gay
the
movement,
lesbian
the
movement,
lesbian movement,
spies,
spies,
workers of witchcraft,
workers of witchcraft,
NASA space program,
NASA space program,
army,
army,
navy,
navy,
air force,
air force,
marines,
marine,
Wall Street,
Wall Street,
open of the internet,
open up the
and
internet
the airways,
and the airways,
cable access channels,
the cable access
and
channel
the radio channels,
and the radio channel.
convict the spirit of any
Convict the spirit of any
of thy people
of thy people
that seek to stop
that
us
seek to stop
and
us
bring swift destruction
and bring swift destruction
to all the heathen
to all the heathen
that stand in the way
that stand in the way
or try to stop us
or try to stop us
from broadcasting your words
from broadcasting your words
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues,
Let loose all the plagues,
cause them to go to and fro
cause them to go to and fro
through the earth
through the earth
and consume them.
and consume
Let
them.
the plague shake
Let the plague shake
the house of the thief
the house of the thief
and the murderer.
and the murderer.
Let Yahweh shine.
Let Yahweh shine.
Michael and Gabriel
Michael and
come
Gabriel
down with the flying saucers,
come down with the flying sword
punish all the heathen
and punish all the heathen
that come up against us
that come up against us
as we speak thy word.
as we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known
Cause it to be known
that all
by all
that it is
that it is
angels
the
that
angels
have done it.
that have done it.
Cause it to be spread
Cause it to be
through the
spread
media
through the media
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause it to shake
Cause it to shake
thy coming
at thy
in
coming.
the name of Yahweh
In
shine.
the name of Yahweh shine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Always.
Always be. So be.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashem.
Hashem.
Yahweh shine.
Yahweh shine.
Barak Nawa.
Barak Yahweh.
Wa Sharala.
Wala Sha'ala.
Wa Baya.
Bahabaya.
Pariam.
Soparium.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapa.
Rapa.
Magan.
Magun.
Magan.
Hagun.
Betful family.
The Bedford family.
Hashem.
Hashem.
Shine.
Yahweh shine.
Wada.
Wada. Oh man. Speak up.
Lord, in the name of